Anglers Extra.
Back on the Anglers Extra pregame show, Josh Schaefer joined by Chatham manager Tom Holliday for today's manager show as the Harwich Mariners visit Veterans Field for the first time here in 2018. Coach, thanks for joining us.
You got it.
Yesterday we had a good conversation about the hustle and the effort that your team's been putting out. You said there was some low energy and a big win last night over the YD Red Sox, a team ahead of Chatham in the standings. How many improvements did you see in terms of the energy and hustle?
Well, again, it never hurts whenever your pitcher goes out and stabilizes the ball game for you. And Jack Conlon was really good last night, and their guy was really good last night. So the pace of the game was better. And I think once we got ahead and we got the long ball, which seems to like wake our team up a little bit, things picked up a little bit. And then there's a little bit of little hoochie coochie going on, you know, with some of the stuff between the lines, and then it became more of a gamesmanship type deal. And they really compete to win. They're not just playing for player development. That's a win-win situation over there, and I think our guys caught on to it, got in the flow with it, and the energy was really good. I thought we finished with good energy, and Valise came in and he did what a closer does. He makes it exciting, but he got it done, and so again, we talked about it after the ball game, and it's more about energy that professional baseball, they want to see. They don't want to see guys walking and moping and their heads going down. And, I mean, this game is loaded with failure. And this league's very good. The kids are very good. You're going to have an 0 for 4 night. You can't let it beat you. Otherwise, you're miserable to the next day, and it can roller coaster. So I think they're starting to get it and understand that you're competing with the game more than you are the other ball club.
You bring up Jack Conlon and Greg Valise, and for Jack Conlon, last night he was just the third pitcher this season that you had go a full 5 innings after starting the game, and he was in line for the win. You've continued to tell me what you like about Jack Conlon. Has he really started to earn himself as the first starter, as a role as the first starter rather than the second starter?
Well, see, that role doesn't matter necessarily to us, and what Jack Conlon has done is he's shaken the cobwebs from pitching 2 innings all year. And now all of a sudden, he can't wait to get to the mound. Where some of the guys that have pitched all year, you know, they're a little bit like laxed on, you know, going to the mound right now. They start thinking about their innings and all that garbage. And Jack is like, he can't wait to get the ball. And last night his pitch count after 4 innings was like 40, 48 pitches. So giving him the 5th was a no-brainer. Now, once you get away from your formula of 4-4-1, that 5th inning has been a little danger zone for every guy that we've let go into that zone. And he's the first guy that actually mastered it. So I don't want to vary away from that. I want to keep guys fresh. I want them to keep on that 1 outing a week, and I want to keep them here all summer.
One big thing to take notice of in today's starting lineup is the addition of several new players, a couple guys making their starting debuts. What have you seen from some of these guys like Nick Cale? You got Ashton McGee back here, and then you've got another North Carolina Tar Heel in Michael Bush coming today.
Well, I'll tell you this. Those guys that went to the College World Series and having been there numerous times, there's about a 48-hour window when that thing's over that you just kind of feel like you're in a fog. You know, it's like, I kind of want to spend a little time with my girlfriend. I want to spend a little time with my parents. And I got to say goodbye to certain friends on the team because they're leaving, they're graduating, they're signing, whatever. And then when you get here, it's like, oh, here we go again. And I would rather ease them into this than rush them into it. And we've had enough players that we didn't have to rush anybody into it. And I kind of like it whenever they finally say, Coach, I'm ready to go, you know, and they get antsy. That's a good thing, and I think our guys are antsy, and it's time to play them. And we need a little pickup today from all 3 of the guys that are in the lineup for the first time starting, and we got a game tomorrow afternoon. So a day game after a night game. They're throwing a lefty at us tonight. It's a good chance to break new people in and rest some of the guys that are playing every day.
Harwich, a team that you guys haven't seen yet this season. They're a team that's leading the East Division, and they're in first place in terms of the best pitching staff in the league. You guys are right behind them. How do you jump on their lefty pitcher to start the game?
Well, if you jump on him, you're going to have a fight. So we're not going to jump on him. We're going to try to hit him. And I would really tell you this, that we don't know a whole lot about him. So like I told you, we'll start getting into scouting reports after we see teams and maybe juggle our pitching just a little bit, but more out of the bullpen than starting rotation. But we don't know a whole lot about these guys, and we know they're ahead of us. that's starting to be something to watch. You know, our guys are starting. I posted in the dugout standings. You know, I want them to see that. I want to strike a little nerve any way I can in a small way, because it's still early. But you know, this is, you know, we're playing for a playoff spot, and like I said last night, I got a little response. They drew a little different emotion out of us last night, which was a good thing. May not have been the classiest thing in the world, but they stirred it up, and we have to keep it stirred up in a positive way. So getting a left-hander tonight, he's a freshman. Again, a chance to break in some right-hand bats, and more importantly, share some responsibility with our new guys. There's a reason why they were brought in here, and I hope they come out tonight and contribute.
Well, you make a good point. Don't jump on him. Don't want to start any fights. Just get some hits. Now, we're not going to throw anything back at Cooper Boardman because that would be rude, but we'll hand it back to him as the Anglers Extra pregame show continues.